Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Help support this channel just by liking and subscribing. That's it. And guess what? They are both free. It doesn't take much. Thanks for the support. So yesterday, I was really nervous about the upcoming verdict in this trial, but after watching how weak the defense was today, I felt a lot more confident that Diddy is done. I honestly don't see him walking. I don't see him walking, especially after Alexander Shapiro's motion asking the judge to dismiss all 5 charges before the case even goes to the jury. She claimed the government did not prove their case, but her argument was, see, it was not even the argument. The motion argument was fine. It was the defense presentation that was bad. The defense presentation was so bad that for a moment I forgot what side I was on because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, then it hit me. Like, wait a second. This is actually great. This is great for the prosecution. I do want Diddy locked up. So, but it was like, it was that bad. It felt like they didn't even try. Now, I get that their whole angle is to tell the jury the government failed to prove its racketeering case beyond a reasonable doubt. So there's nothing to defend. I get that. That's their strategy. I get it. But still, it just makes you wonder if the defense knows something we don't. Because the way they rested their case, I was hoping that they had 1 or 2 crucial text messages that would just end it all. I really thought that they were saving the best for last. They were saving one good text to go out with a bang. Since they didn't have any witnesses and Diddy did not testify, they were just going to use all these crucial text messages. But that's not what happened. I believe the defense team used their most shocking text messages too early. Well, maybe not too early. They used those crucial text messages during their cross-examination. Yeah, they did that. They owned that. During cross-examination for each witnesses, they had it on lock. With the text messages, with all the proofs, they did that. But they could have kept some for the end, for their defense presentation before they rested their case. Because what they had today wasn't all that. It was, but it is what it is. Either way, here's what happened in court today. Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent Joseph Cerciello returned to the witness stand today. Defense attorney Tina Garagos continued her cross-examination. She showed the jury text messages between Jane and an entertainer named Sly from December 2021. In the text, Jane told Sly she was thinking about one of their recent hotel nights. She wrote, "Send me something." She then asked him if he could fly out to meet her that night or the next day. Sly replied that he was busy with Christmas plans with his family. Jane suggested he make it just a day trip. Now, this was important because Jane had testified earlier that she only sent sexual messages to Sly when she was with Diddy and only because Diddy told her to. But these texts show her trying to meet Sly on her own. Garagos then showed more messages between Jane and Diddy from early April 2022. This was before Jane was going to meet another entertainer called Leo. Diddy texted Jane that he was having crazy fantasies about Leo. He then texted, "You and Leo, LOL. You see the slip up? Jane replied, "Baby, I want to make love to you." Oh my gosh. "I haven't selfishly had you to myself for 5 months. I'm fine with the other stuff, but I really just need you right now. Girl, please." Diddy responded, Okay, whatever you want. And a few messages later, ask if Leo would be free after we spend some one-on-one time. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing is this? He just said, okay, whatever you want. And then he texted asking if Leo would be free after their one-on-one time. This is embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for her. This is pathetic. So after that meeting with Leo, Jane texted Diddy saying, still thinking about you, loving all over me. Then Garagos presented messages about a hotel night in January 2023. Diddy texted Jane, can I walk in on you and Paul? I would like that. Jane said yes and asked him what time she should tell the entertainer. Diddy responded, maybe 9:30, so he doesn't run into anyone. Jane then texted Paul, okay, let me make sure the coast is clear. In April 2023, more messages showed Jane and Diddy planning another hotel night. Diddy told her to find a location and said, I can't have KK, no, damn. KK is a nickname for Christina Courtroom, Diddy's former chief of staff. Jane said she had picked up new outfits and had arranged for another entertainer to meet them. Diddy asked if she was in the mood and she replied yes. He then texted, did you get pill? And hit me when coast is clear. Jane answered, Joey is gone and Italian is pulling up. The next day, she sent Diddy an explicit message and said, I love you loving on me and me you. Next, Garagos read more of Jane's messages from May 2023. Jane texted Diddy that an entertainer was available and said she was working on trip plans. When Diddy did not answer right away, Jane followed up with, baby, all is set. Jane also texted the entertainer asking when he could fly to Miami. A few days later, she told him she was setting up the hotel. Later that day, she messaged, give me a sec, clearing out the assistant. They had to stop by to drop off stuff and told him to wait in the lobby. Afterward, she texted to thank him and said she could send payment through Zelle. In August 2023, Jane and Diddy talked about having a new entertainer sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA. Diddy asked what she thought of the guy. Jane replied, he seems cool, babe. Hopefully he doesn't know anybody we know, LOL. She added she would make sure he signed the paperwork. Garago said it's unclear if the entertainer signed the NDA or if they went ahead with the hotel night. More texts from late September 2023 showed Jane and Diddy talking about flying and Sly. They also exchanged sexual messages. Jane texted, I love being kinky for you. I love driving you wild. In another message, she said she needed to get outfits from the freak store and mentioned she had not done her nails. Diddy replied, I effing love it. The next day, Jane texted Sly and said, tonight was amazing as per usual. Some of the text they went over today was so graphic. It was so disgusting. From Jane, I'm not even going to read them. Yeah, they were disgusting texts from her. So, Garagos also showed the jury records from September and November 2023 showing that Diddy paid for flights and hotel stays for Jane and the entertainers. The payments came from his personal bank account and were sent to his travel management company. Garagos asked Joseph why the summary chart he made for the government did not say that. Diddy personally paid. Joseph admitted that the chart just listed the travel manager. Then Garagos played more explicit videos of Jane dated around July 31 and August 1st, 2024. The jury watched more than 6 minutes of footage. Garagos told the court that one more video made on December 17, 2021, would be played before she ends her questioning. The judge dismissed the jury for lunch, but the lawyers stayed in the courtroom. Defense attorney Alexandra Shapiro then made a motion for judgment of acquittal on all accounts. She said the government did not prove their case against Diddy. This motion is called a Rule 29 motion. It is common in criminal trials after the prosecution finishes its case. The defense asked the judge to drop the charges because there isn't enough evidence. These motions are usually denied. Shapiro then went through each charge. For the racketeering conspiracy charge, she said, there's at best thin proof that any of the other employees willingly participated in crimes with and for Mr. Combs, except for some assistants who got him small amounts of drugs. She said Diddy's assistants did not know much, if anything, about what went on between Mr. Combs and his girlfriends in the hotel rooms. Shapiro claimed Diddy actually took steps to conceal the nature of the sexual activity he was engaging in from his employees. She pointed out that Diddy, Cassie, and Jane were the ones booking the entertainers, not Diddy's staff. She also reminded the jury that many texts showed Diddy and Jane made sure the entertainers would not run into Diddy's staff. Shapiro said there's no evidence that Christina Courtroom knew that Diddy's girlfriends were being forced to do anything. She added that Christina did not help commit any crimes besides possibly getting him drugs. Shapiro also argued that Diddy sometimes lied to Christina, which wouldn't make sense if she were a co-conspirator. That's not the way co-conspirators act with each other, she said. She also mentioned that the government claimed this conspiracy started in 2004, but Christina did not even get involved with Diddy until around 2016. Then Shapiro addressed the sex trafficking charge involving Cassie. She said the government did not prove that Diddy forced her to do anything. There were no texts to Diddy from Cassie saying she did not want to take part in the freak-offs. Shapiro said a person in Mr. Combs' position clearly would have understood that. On the contrary, she enjoyed the sexual activity and did not feel coerced. She admitted their relationship was toxic for many reasons and that Diddy was regrettably violent towards her at times, but said domestic violence is not sex trafficking. Shapiro said Cassie was not forced to do the freak-offs, and whenever Diddy did become violent, she would leave. The judge said he would wait to make a decision on Shapiro's motion. Then the judge spoke directly to Diddy about his choice not to testify. The judge asked how he was feeling. Diddy said, "I'm doing great, Your Honor. I've been wanting to tell you thank you. You're doing an excellent job." The judge laughed and said, "Thank you. I appreciate it." The judge asked if Diddy understood he had the right not to testify and that the jury can't assume anything bad from that. Diddy said, "Yes, Your Honor," twice. The judge asked if Diddy had talked it through with his lawyers. Diddy answered yes, thoroughly. The judge asked if it was his choice not to testify. Diddy said, "That is my decision, Your Honor." He added, "That is solely my decision. I mean, it's my decision with my lawyers." The judge confirmed again that Diddy understood it was his call. And Diddy said, "Yes, my decision. I'm making it." Next, defense lawyer Ana Estevo, I like calling her Estevajo, okay, So she began presenting the defense case. She submitted evidence and started reading texts from Cassie and Diddy. She read a long message from December 2012 where Cassie told Diddy how much she loved him. She wrote, "Bottom line, I love you. You are important to me. And I know I will never have a love like this in this lifetime. Besides making love, talking to you is my favorite thing." Another text message, she wrote, "I'm the luckiest woman in the world. I'll get all the pictures together this week. So many good ones." Another one, "I owe you a good night. If you want me to call someone, I need to treat my pop better." Mind you, that's what she calls her grandfather, but Diddy wanted her to call him that. So she began calling Diddy pop. This is sick. So she wrote, "I owe you a good night. If you want me to call someone, I need to treat my pop better. I promise I will be better. If I don't, you can leave me. But that won't happen." Cassie wrote, "I love you and thank you for always trying with me. I will be a woman, not a child. I'm leaving that in 2012. Then another text message, she wrote, "I just bought baby oil at the store because I couldn't help myself." Another text message, "I'm proud of us," she wrote. "We've been together for a long time. Baby, you do make me happy. I looked at my bracelet and it made me smile." Another text message, Cassie wrote, "You are my best friend." Another text message, she wrote, "I love you and I'm sorry I've been mean." Then the defense read a conversation from March 2017. Diddy asked, "You think you can freak off without getting high? LOL. Cassie responded, "Yeah, I'll just have to be at my level and what is good for me." Then they read another message from April 2017 where Diddy asked what Cassie was going to do. And Cassie replied, "Be your little freak." The court also heard about a man named Daniel Phillip who Diddy hired to have sex with Cassie. In a December 2023 meeting with law enforcement, Phillips said that once a female client told him her husband asked what she wanted and she asked to be rubbed in oil by another man. Philip also said that doing a freak-off, Diddy made him sit on the couch while he had sex with Cassie. Phillips said he felt jealous because he had feelings for her. Phillips testified that after a sexual encounter at Cassie's home, Diddy threw a bottle toward her and grabbed her by her hair and dragged her by her hair into the bedroom. After she did not immediately get up from a computer to go into the bedroom as Diddy has instructed. Phillips said Diddy emerged from the bedroom a while later to ask him, "Are you guys ready to continue?" But the defense read notes from a meeting with Philip that the defense contends indicate Diddy said something else. In approximately 2013, Philip saw Cassie get physically assaulted. Diddy eventually came back out and said, "Yo, man, I'm going to have to deal with this. You need to get the F out." The defense also pointed out that several witnesses left out key details when they first spoke to law enforcement. For example, Don Richard did not mention Diddy threatening her in 4 out of 7 interviews. Mia did not say anything about sexual contact in her first 3 meetings. Brianna Bongolan, Cassie's longtime friend, did not tell prosecutors before trial that Diddy once threatened to kill her at a photo shoot. With that, the defense officially rested its case. Prosecutor Maureen Cormier said they will not present a rebuttal. The judge told the lawyers to return tomorrow, Wednesday at noon, for the charge conference. He told the jury they will return Thursday morning for closing arguments. The prosecution says they expect closing arguments on Thursday to go till 5 p.m., both Thursday and Friday. So from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., both Thursday and Friday. And they expect the jurors to start deliberation on Monday instead. So that is all, you guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification so you don't miss any new updates. I appreciate the support. If you like and subscribe, thank you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.